Hello. Sorry I'm a bit late. I had to get myself some coffee because it's just been one of those days, sadly. But I got myself some coffee, so I cannot complain. And I also have a little bit of a brownies also, which tastes amazing. Funny enough, it's a recipe that I found on Facebook, like one of those kind of Facebook ads that no one wants, but they still occupy like 2/3 of your feed. And there was a brownie recipe that I decided to try out, and they're really good. So let me just eat a bit. Some good sugar. So, in the last stream, we worked a bit more on the cracks here, just to have a better idea of what they're gonna look like, how to make them, and yeah, how they're gonna look with the fog and the like the inside of the crack, how it's gonna look. And we kind of started working on that one, making it bigger, making it closer to its final form, but I don't want to work on that today. I should have worked on it between streams, but I did not. I worked on a project that I have on Daybound that has been taking a very long time. It's gonna look super cool once it's done, but yeah, it's taking up a lot of time. So yeah, today we're not gonna work on those cracks down here. We still have a good idea where they're gonna go, and actually I think I'm gonna just plan out where this one's gonna go, and we're gonna work on planning the entire village, so have a better idea of where everything's gonna be, how everything's gonna be placed, and maybe work on the docks, the village docks. Not sure what I was trying to explain more than that. So that's what we're gonna do today. One thing that I really want to have in this village is a bunch of bridges, like on top of the cracks and all of that, so that like people just had to adapt to the cataclysm. They had to adapt to all the events that happened to their village. So yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of little bridges to move around the place and to make it more accessible. So that's one of the things that I want. So we need to have a lot of cracks and make them a bit, well, they're gonna be wider, but make sure that they are like in places that they can't really, like you can just walk around it. So like if you look at this one here, would make absolutely no sense to put a bridge here. There's not going to be a bridge here because like you can just walk around it. You can just walk here and ta-da, you're there. You don't have to like, well, the inhabitants wouldn't have to go through the effort of building a bridge for something like that. So we're gonna extend them a bit. I don't think I'm gonna make them fork more than that. I'm not gonna make them split more than that. There are enough of those cracks. We're just gonna need to yeah, make them longer and more in the way. So I'm gonna pick some wool. Also, please tell me if the music is too loud. I feel like this song is too loud. Also, I thought I'd removed it, and I can't see my volume because of my coffee. There we go. Everything's complicated. Okay, so we're gonna have purple wool for the cracks. We're gonna have brown wool for the paths, and yeah, green for the houses. Or yeah, green for the houses. Perfect. So I think I'm gonna extend that crack here and extend it all the way up to somewhere around here maybe. Something like that. So that would be obtrusive enough. That would be, yeah, annoying enough that they would have to build bridges above it, and maybe even make it longer and make another one here. Like maybe along this this little hill, this little slope. So yeah, could go there. Gonna put it a bit, oops, further out. So something like that. And this one is gonna go a bit further in a straight line here. So that way maybe we could have like a double bridge, one bridge after the other. This could be something that looks cool. And it could reach out here. Yeah, that's great. Perfect. And there's also this one that I want to extend out a lot more. Maybe it could reach this hole here. So this hole is probably just gonna get covered eventually, because it doesn't really fit in all that well, I feel. So if we do something like that, like that, yeah, just turn into a big hole there, like there was a cave or something and it just caved in. And yeah, excellent. So now on that side and that part here, they are long enough. Also, I don't see chat anymore. Dang it, no one wrote anything. Yeah, we have something good enough for now. This one, should I keep this one? Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one as it is right now. Just stops there. And maybe this one could maybe curve out. Where could it go? I'm not sure. Where could I send this crack here? I'm trying to follow the shape of the land as much as possible, but is there? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna extend it that way. Maybe like that, going down here. Have a big cliff there. And it could just end there. That will work. I'm thinking of maybe pulling it away a bit, like in that direction here. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Let's celebrate with a little sip of coffee. Perfect. So we still have this entire area that's like big and open with no cracks in it. So I'm not sure if that's something that I want or not. But yeah, it could be more like a village center or something. So we have two houses here. We could also, I'm also thinking of like building some ruined houses more on that side, and maybe even like a ruined pier out there. Just like it's kind of the place where they no longer go. Like this side of the island was less destroyed, so the inhabitants decided to settle there instead, or well, the ones that lost their houses over there moved over here instead because it's more it's less destroyed. So that's an idea that we could use for that. After that, yeah, so let's start thinking of the paths. So we have one house out here, so I'm gonna make a double, like, or 3 little pieces of wool to show that's gonna be path to that house here. And the main path would go... Oh, should I start already with a diagonal bridge? Yeah, let's force ourselves to make something annoying like a diagonal bridge. That's gonna be fun. So here we could have a few houses in this area. Oops. No, what did I do? Oh, it's just one block. So one little house here. So let's plan a path that's gonna reach all the way here. We could have another house. Well, could have it right next to this one. Maybe make it a bit bigger and also more inside the cliff. For 5 here. Let's put 2 blocks on the diagonal. Anyway, all these shapes are they're all temporary. None of that is set in stone for now. It's just some placeholder stuff. So the path could keep going that way and branch off right here. Something like that, and then go this way. I'm not sure why. They could maybe want to, I don't know, check out the big hole that's gonna be there. And here we could, what will we have here? Gonna try and have something other than houses, even though in the style of the village there wouldn't really be anything other than houses, but let's still try and place some stuff that's gonna be a bit different than houses. DG Trails, wow, that is a name I have not seen in a while. How are you doing, buddy? How you doing? How's life been? Where were you? Living life. Sorry, I'm eating a bit of brownie right now. The question that I should be asking actually is, did you get caught by digital bears or not? Yeah, life's been crazy. Crazy good or crazy bad? Let's hope crazy good, but wait, I don't know if you followed the this project here that I'm doing. If you have an idea of what it is, I'm doing here, somewhere down the middle, on the run from the bears. Yes, don't let them catch you. They're dangerous. But yeah, I don't know if you've followed that project that I'm doing here. I'm making villages for different biomes, and I'm including a lot of lore into those. So I'm right now I'm working on a Mushroom Island village. So basically the idea of the village here is it was a quiet and simple fisherman village where a weird wizard decided to settle and do some weird experiments and caused a cataclysm. So there's going to be the wizard's tower there kind of floating in the air, all broken up. But yeah, the wizard caused a big cataclysm, and it made cracks everywhere, and it turned the land into, well, a mushroom island. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of mushrooms and things like that, custom stuff, which is not something I'm really used to doing, but kind of the point of this this project is to keep me out of my comfort zone. Also, just realized this is gonna bug me for a while if I don't correct it and make it into a circle. But yeah, so yeah, that's kind of the idea for this village here. I got a few different biomes that I have stuff that I'm either working on already or I'm gonna be working on in the future. It's gonna come out cool. Well, thank you. I hope it does. I really do. Yeah, so I'm kind of planning things. Like, I want to put cracks in the ground everywhere. So we already have some cracks, but the purple here is kind of gonna show where it's gonna extend, where they're gonna reach. And yeah, we're gonna have bridges above those cracks. Like the villagers just decided to, like, well, we're gonna have to work with that. That's where we've always lived, and it's just like that now. So they were very resilient, and yeah, I'm in the last stream we worked on this kind of design for the inside of the cracks. I'm not sure why I didn't fill the inside, because I'm gonna use purple stained glass to make a fog effect. You know, the one with the different layers of glass. Like that, so I think it's gonna look cool when I fill it up. But it's the kind of thing that I'm gonna do off stream. I'd rather work on more active and less repetitive things on stream, like planning out the area. So we're gonna have a bridge here, going here. So yeah, what's new in your life? Well, that you can talk about, of course. You don't have to talk about things you're not you don't want to talk about, of course. But yeah, how have you been? I've also had some big changes in my life. I'm a real teacher now, and I do not really like it all that much, but it's turning out okay. It's yeah, it's kind of as I expected. I didn't really expect to really like it all that much, but it's okay. It's cool. I'm getting used to it, which is not really how it should be, but you know how things are. Yeah. Nothing must change. Okay. It's alright. Sometimes that's what we want also. Just some simple and regular. So I'm gonna put another house here. Do you have any cool Minecraft projects planned, or is it all on ice until things settle? We got really busy, yeah. Yeah, totally get that. I'm keeping my old job as well as the teaching job, so I'm gonna have to deal with that also. So I'm trying to stream as much as I can while I still can, because it might get a bit more busy in the next few weeks and for maybe a little while. Yeah. Sadly, the realities of adult life is we can't play video games all the time. It's unacceptable, but that's how it is, sadly. So I had already planned to make a house here, so yeah, it's totally understandable. You need to, well, real life always comes first. Sometimes we have other priorities to take care of. So we're gonna remove this mushroom here because it's in the way. So we're gonna have a little path, another little bridge here. Yeah, I'm managing to. I can make a load of, like, lots of little bridges. That's cool. I'm gonna remove this mushroom also, but I'm gonna make a custom one there because I kind of want them to be in the way. Hello, Mr. Frogger. Stream at a reasonable time for you. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Gonna make another house here. How are you doing, Mr. Frogger? Duty calls. Yeah. All right. Take care of your job. It's important. See ya, man. See ya, Digitrails, and be careful about the digital bears. No, I didn't say that right at all, did I? Sorry about that. It's your catchphrase anyway. Why am I trying to say it? Not too bad was editing. Future video. Better than other videos. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, always important to improve. Not sure why you're putting quotation marks around the better if there's a hidden meaning behind that. But yeah, it's there might be a hidden meaning. But yeah, it's always important to work on our craft and improve what we do. You're not sure if it's better or not. Meh. I mean, trying stuff is also a very important part of creating content. You can't just redo the same things over and over again, which is something I need to stop saying and actually start putting into action, But yeah. I keep moving the place where this mushroom's gonna be, but it needs to be more like here. Yeah, that works. So we're gonna have a little bridge here, a little path, another bridge, another bridge. That makes me quite happy. I really want to have many of those bridges everywhere. Yeah, if it's not good, then no harm. Absolutely. Technically, no one should die from any of our content, so yeah. What's the worst that could really happen? Actually, I'm gonna put this one here. Speaking of, there's this video that I really want to do. I've wanted to do for a little while now, and I keep putting it, moving it back. I keep not doing it. So I really need to work on that one soon. Oops. Something like that. With another bridge here. Okay, okay. So yeah, that's a time that works for you, Mr. Frogger. Good to know, good to know. October's gonna be busy. Right, you're doing weekly videos, yeah. Oh, that's really cool. Shortly before you're thinking of heading to bed. Okay, that's good. I'll keep that in mind. I always try to find good times to stream. I've been just doing it randomly since I started, but yeah, it's good to know when people are available. Wait, so what time is it for you now? Sorry, I hope you didn't hear me chew. This, these brownies are pretty good. So yeah, 10 p.m. yeah. That's the time when I also start thinking of heading to bed. Okay, so we got this here. As I mentioned earlier, we're gonna cover this part here. Maybe have like a big sinkhole there where the crack is gonna connect. And we're gonna put the ducks out here. So I think from this part here, from this little beach here, would be ideal. Okay. So the most logical path would be from here all the way towards that little beach. So like in a straight-ish line would work, I think. I'm gonna cover the entire hole eventually, but not for now. Let's yeah, perfect. Let's remove that, makes no sense. Yep, that works. That works. I'm starting to think that this house can be too close to the crack. So I can move the crack a bit further that way. Something like that. Excellent. Could have another house here. Starting to think there's gonna be a lot of houses in this village now. I think it's not gonna be too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one I'm gonna turn it into green wool also, just to be consistent. We got 10 houses, and we have this entire area we're gonna have to fill in. So, and we're gonna need some more houses. I'm not sure if I shouldn't, like, instead of doing lots of little houses like that, the little round houses, like we did a few weeks ago, if we shouldn't make less bigger houses. Or more like community builds, like, I mean, there could still be like an inn and stuff like that. Like, they don't have to just all be fishermen and stuff like that. So maybe that could be the buildings that we do over there. I think that could work. Ideally, yes, I would transform the entire island. However, like that bit over there is going to be more natural. Like, it's kind of like it's too close to the big hole, so they're not, they won't move there. Oh, I also need to make some mushroom farms, because they will use the mushrooms as cattle. You know, that they have them and they're super useful cattle. So maybe we could have. Yeah, that's something we could have there, like a big field and a few barns and some mushroom there. That could work. Yeah. Awesome. Maybe even one out here. What color should I make the fields? Wool. Pink. Like, this one could maybe be a farmer instead of a fisherman and have a big field behind their house. Something like that. But yeah, I'm gonna transform the entire island. As I was saying before, I rudely interrupted myself with my own train of thoughts. Yeah, this part here, they'll be less likely to have come here to build their houses and stuff. So there's going to be ruins and more natural, like more mushrooms and weird trees and stuff like that over on this part of the island and that part as well, just to keep it more logical, like where they would choose to go live and where they wouldn't. And this part here, I'm thinking, if I find the motivation for that and if I find the inspiration, of maybe making kind of a little pirate-y kind of place. So like the island kind of turned weird and some pirates decided to come here because why not? Like, no one's gonna bother them here. Maybe like they could have a pact with the village, like they don't bother them, and they both live in peace with each other, both communities. And the pirates go and attack other people, leaves them alone. Something like that could be fun. And these islands, maybe a lighthouse would work here, I'm thinking. Also, I'm gonna probably have to work on the soil inside under the water. I'm not sure what I'm gonna use for that. So we got gravel, dirt, sand. Like sand wouldn't really work, I think. Won't look good. Oh, maybe red sand. But yeah, a lighthouse, yeah. So maybe I could put a lighthouse on this island here on top of this little hill. Maybe make it a tiny bit bigger. And maybe remove these islands here. That could look cool. So I'm gonna put something here. In my last Ripple Effect season, I built a lighthouse, and it's for some reason something like really fun to build. Not sure exactly why, but it's cool. It's a cool type of building. And yeah, I think I'm gonna remove those islands out there. And it would kind of work, like lighthouse here directs the ships over that way to the port. Maybe we could also have something like that. Could be the port for the fishermen, and this one maybe could be more of a commercial port, like for like there would be like one bigger ship that would transport the stuff that they can explore here, the fish and the mushroom and all of that, and head like that way. Wait, what direction is that? Because I mean, if it's in it's the south, positive Z, so I'm keeping the same X. Because I mean, if it's like towards the like the jungle village or something like that, that would be crazy, like a super cool coincidence. Like they would be importing the weird materials that they find in this village in particular. We'll see. I mean, even then it's a super long distance, so wouldn't make sense that it would make sense that like they don't actually connect, but they connect through lore, not through like geography. But yeah, just need to figure out. Like, yeah, oh yeah, I was thinking red sand could be cool under the water. Let's look at that. Red sand. What else could we have that would keep with the weird feeling of the area that we could have underwater? Does like mycelium stay as mycelium underwater? Mud too dark? That's a very good point. Something we could check. Where is the mud? Did I skip it already? Yes, I did. What else could work as a material? Dripstone and clay. Yeah. I think dripstone's towards the end. Or coral. Who wants something just completely alien? Although I'm really going towards the wrong island type of deal with that. I don't know if you've seen Wrong Island, Mr. Frogger, back then. On the Ripple Effect Season 3. It was my most amazing build. It was wonderful. Everyone loved it. It was not at all a troll region of my base. You have not seen Wrong Island. Wrong Island was perfection incarnate. It was just the best thing ever. I had an island close to my base, and I wanted to build something there, and I wasn't sure what. So I thought, yeah, let's just like build regular stuff, but with the wrong materials. So and like with wrong materials, as in like materials that people don't like usually. So like the ground, the soil was made out of purple instead of dirt, which was really cool because I could make like kind of rolling hills and better looking like landscapes because I had slabs and stairs, and the cliff faces were made out of bookcases. Just is completely like a wrong block palette. I really like that place. Like it was a fun challenge trying to come up with things that would make no sense at all. It's kind of like some dedicated active trolling and not just trying stuff. One of my favorite things on that island, I think, was I made a fir tree, like a big tree, and I made the trunk out of netherrack and some bits of branches out of netherrack, and I made the leaves out of scaffolding. And it was really cool because like with the scaffolding you could climb through it, so we could climb through the leaves of the tree. So it was a really fun thing like to experience, and could be a really cool leaf mechanic actually. And it would make sense, like a leaf block is not just a 1 cubic meter of leaves, it's branches and all of that, so you could technically climb through that. Technically. So yeah, I thought it was a very fun build, and like if I could improve the game and do stuff to make the game better, I would probably have some kind of a scaffolding mechanics in leaves. Or well, scaffolding mechanic, like the navigation inside scaffolding. Okay, so the Nylium makes no sense at all. I'm thinking of mud everywhere, replacing everything with mud. Replacing everything with red sand and have kind of mud veins through the entire thing. Actually, I'm just gonna fill it. It's gonna make it easier. Fill. Let's say -5. 10. Red sand, replace. I think I was calling it mycelium and not nylium earlier. Mud. Learning a fill command. Yes, please. Please do. It's an amazing command. It is so great. Ta-da! Just like that. I can actually explain to you how it works. It's not that complex. Killing a build. The thing that I would suggest is to never not use replace. Always use replace and you'll always be fine. But yeah, that's a very, very dangerous thing with the fill command. I've ruined a few. I wouldn't say entire builds, but parts of builds with that, and it's just heartbreaking. But yeah, just the fact that you can change a complete, like the block palette completely in a few seconds. Wait, what's that? Clay. So I'm gonna come and do it closer to here. But yeah, basically how it works, you type /fill, then you have to type 6 coordinates, so X, Y, Z, twice. So it's gonna put 2 corners of the area of the volume that you want to fill. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. So here we have one starting point and the end point, basically. The little tildes like that. That means from me, and like 10 blocks in the negative direction from me. Here it's from me on the y-axis, and 10 blocks from in the negative direction, again from me. Same thing here, but this time positive. Now I'm going down, and now I'm going 10 positive as well. So it's like 10 blocks in each direction, X and Z or Z, and from where I am and 5 blocks down. Yeah, current minus X block. That's great. It really helps. And then that's the block, or the block that you wanna place, that you wanna fill the volume with. And here you have a few different functions. Replace, again, I use it all the time, just to be sure I don't break anything that I don't want to break. And yeah, that's the block that you want to replace. So here we could do sand. So that's gonna be from where I am and down 5 blocks, 10 blocks in each direction. This cuboid. Put red sand instead of the sand, and it just works. It just does that. I really like that that command. And the other functions can be cool as well, but they're more like to make well, I have a video on that. I explained them all. I'm not exactly sure. I rarely ever use them, beyond like hollow is the one that I can sometimes use, but it's very rare. Hello, Dev. How are you doing, buddy? We are working on... Well, I was supposed to be working on planning the Mushroom Village, but then I kind of got carried away and moved to other places because I saw something else. and with my complete inability to focus on one thing at a time, I'm now trying to find out what type of block would be best to put underwater around the Mushroom Island. Hey, don't worry about being late. You're not late. You're just here just in time. You had other things to do. Don't worry about that at all. So, fill this whole thing with red sand. It looks weird. That's very fitting. And I was thinking of putting... Oops. Some kind of weird blobs and veins everywhere. So how you doing, buddy? Well, that was not well made. I could do better than that. Yeah, that's kind of an idea. The Jungle Village won the tweet poll. Wait, did it? I thought everyone voted for Mushroom. Now you're gonna make me look back to that Twitter poll. I was pretty sure. You sure you're looking at the right one? No, it's Mushroom 62.5% and Jungle 25%. The one that I made 2 hours ago? I see 62.5%. Oh, when you voted, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of funny because, like, last time was equal votes for each, and the time before no one voted for Mushroom, so I was thinking no one likes the Mushroom Island, but people do now apparently. Yeah, I do not like this, which is again, Mr. Frogger, if you're still watching, something amazing about the fill command. I cannot recommend that thing enough. But mud, you can just replace everything. It didn't work, not that big of a deal. Let's just am I sure 25 is less than 62? I feel like it is. I'm never been good at math, you know, but I feel like it is. It might be a language thing though. Maybe in English 25 is more than 62. Maybe. But I can assure you, now that I really think of it really hard, that in my language it is. Not sure if I like it all that much. Maybe I'll have to come back to that and figure it out at another point. Because now it just looks like it's a very dark water with the mycelium kind of resting on top of it. So I'm not too sure what to do with that. So maybe could just revert it all back to dirt. Yeah, just turn it all into dirt, because mycelium has dirt on it, so it would work still. And I'm gonna make it bigger. Alright, see you, Mr. Frogger. Have a good night, and see you next time. Thank you for coming over. Always fun having you in chat. What else? What else could we have? I think Puzzle stays Puzzle underwater. I think. 'Cause I know mycelium does not. Yeah. So maybe, yeah, but Puzzle doesn't work. But maybe Rooted Dirt. Yeah, no, it just had some variation. There's no, nothing really different here. Dang it! Dang it! Why won't things look good? I want the weird type of dirt. Hello, Marks! Soul Sand and Soul Soil. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. How are you doing, Marks? The option for coarse dirt. I'm also thinking of Muddy Roots, just to see. And did I go over Soul Sand already? No, I did not. There they are. Although I'm not a big fan of the Soul Soil texture. I'm not a big fan because it's like kind of too repetitive with the same kind of pattern. Not sure if it makes sense the way I'm saying it, but yeah. It looks, I feel like it looks a bit weird sometimes. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not just trying to make like a cool underwater, like I'm trying to make a weird and alien underwater type of ground. That's kind of what I'm doing. That's the struggle that I'm having, or that I'm dealing with. So yeah, I don't just want to make darker type of soil. Actually, the bubbles, I like the bubbles. I really do. So I'm thinking of going back to red sand, but with magma here and there. Just again to show that this place turned out super weird. Because I feel like making everything into red sand wouldn't be that bad. Yeah, depending on what color I relate to alien. Well, kind of mycelium, but wet. It's just like the weird thing that spread everywhere that turned the grass into mycelium. Like, how did it affect the sand and the dirt that was underwater? What? We can't see the bubble from above the water? That's a problem. That is a problem. But, however, I can still just put like a connection with dirt between like mycelium, dirt, and red sand. I think could look interesting. Great terracotta. Huh, that's a good idea. Where's the terracotta? Gray terracotta. Yeah, I think it works kind of well with the magma, kind of. Yeah, in terms of mycelium color. Well, it doesn't have to be necessarily just darker mycelium, but just the way I said earlier, like how the thing that spread that turned grass into mycelium, what did it do to the sand underwater? Next to it like that, yeah. But it's similar to the problem we had with the mud, is that there's dirt on the side here. So I think I'm gonna keep a bit of dirt on the side. I just half explained what I was thinking, but there's dirt, and here it's a super flat color, so it kind of feels weird, like there's no connection, it's just resting on top of something else. That's my full explanation. Oops, no. Instead of what I said earlier. But yeah, so far like that, I think it's cool. Oops. Yeah, it's just sad that we can't really see the bubbles. Although I could put campfires underneath to have some smoke instead. Yeah. Even gonna put a hay bale under that one, just to have a different height of smoke. Yeah, I like that. I like that, how it looks. Oops. Yeah, I think we got a design for the beaches. Perfect. Amazing. So yeah, what we did so far in the stream, we were more like planning out the area, how it's going to be landscape, how it's going to look, and where the paths are going to go. We're extending the cracks a bit more, so we worked on the design of the cracks. So now that we're ready to build them, we're going to need to make them like decide on where they're gonna go exactly and how we're gonna deal with them. So we're planning a bunch of little bridges everywhere, because we're gonna have to cross those little those big cracks. We're gonna have to walk over them, and yeah, just planning out the area, finding out like what they're gonna have in their village, like a village center, a little I don't know, maybe a little library, a tavern or something like that. I'm thinking maybe the tavern could be somewhere around here, maybe? This path could lead to the tavern. And also I'm thinking of like having two different docks, so one here and another one on the other side there. The one here would be more like a commercial dock for like big ships. Big ships that like go to other places and export like the fish and the weird stuff, the mushroom stuff that they have here, export that. And also travelers that come here could arrive through that one, and on the other side there could be the fisherman's dock, so like a bunch of fishing boats. I think it looks cool to have let's take a look at it from down here, but having a cliff overlooking that that little dock that we're gonna have here, I think it's gonna look cool to have something like that. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of cool stuff to build out here. So here, this path here could connect to the top of that cliff. Gonna make it probably a bit higher. Okay, something like that. And we could reach out here. Have a little path that goes on top of the cliff to overlook the little piers that we're gonna have here. All that's gonna need to be flattened. Also, I can get rid of those blocks. Not gonna need them. Just not sure what we could have here, because like down there could be some kind of the community buildings where they like storage building and ways to take care of the fish and all of that. Not sure. I'm not a fisherman myself. I really do not like fish and seafood, but like I don't know much about that industry, is where I'm trying to go with that. But yeah, have a little building back here where they can take care of the goods. So up here could maybe be like a more administrative building, maybe. So I'm gonna make it with the pink, maybe. I'm a walrus. I know. I'm yeah. My parents aren't proud of that part of me, but yeah, that's just how life is. So yeah, could have a building here that could overlook the fishing industry down here. Maybe. Not sure exactly what it would be, what it's gonna be like, but yeah, we got a vague plan. That's good enough for now. I like that aquifer here. Maybe we could just bring this down a bit just to close it off. Like that. I'm just gonna fill it in eventually, just not now. Not yet. Anyway, yeah. Closing this off, and that side here is gonna be all covered up until maybe here-ish. Where it's gonna turn into this big hole. It's gonna be kind of a sinkhole, and one of the cracks is gonna be connected to that hole there. And we're gonna keep this little aquifer here as a lake. Maybe we could have a little cave here, kind of. Not a cave, but like just a hole in the cliff face. Okay, that's good. That is good. We got some stuff figured out. Or maybe actually this could be just a town hall, because the way I see this community, like it wouldn't be like a big business. It would be just the fishing industry wouldn't be like, yeah, a big business. It would be a community thing. It's all for the village kind of thing. So this could make it bigger. It's gonna be like overlooking on the natural tunnel. Not a tunnel, but like just a cavity in the wall here. Like if I close this wall here, so just a little I have alcove in mind, but I'm not sure that's exactly it. But anyway, yeah. But yeah, having like a town hall that would be overlooking the piers and overlooking the village down here. That could work. That could be a cool little idea. Maybe make it even a bit bigger. Oops, nope. Yeah, something like that. You know what? Even bigger in this direction here. Like that. Okay, now I'm done reworking it every 30 seconds. That's gonna be the big town hall. And down here, we're gonna have this path here. It's gonna lead all the way down to yeah, all the way down to this lower part of the village. So that's kind of where they decided to rebuild the village. So there's going to be more of those weird material houses down there. So there's going to be a few roads that lead here. So we got one here that leads that way. It's gonna branch out here, and it's gonna go down there following the cliff like so. And yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's gonna be built down here, all the types of buildings, but there's gonna be a few houses and maybe a few market stalls. Would that work here? Would that make sense? Maybe just like a central area, like just an open space, kind of an agora type of thing, maybe. Yeah, that could work, like right under the town hall. Could have this kind of circular place. Why wouldn't there be a fish market? Yeah, the way I see it, it could definitely change, but I see it more as a like community-driven kind of village, where there wouldn't like one person's fish wouldn't be like for sale to other people. Like they would all go fish together, bring the fish back to and then like put it all together. That's kind of, especially if other people will be visiting from other villages. Yeah, I still have some stuff that I need to figure out more clearly, but yeah, it could be something that they could do. But yeah, again, many things are just making sense in only in my brain. But yeah, having like the tourism industry wouldn't be very strong. Like it would be a long travel going there. But then again, as I said, it like definitely could change things a bit. So even that, it's not that big. Definitely needs to be bigger than that. So let's just go back 3 blocks back here. Yeah, that should be good enough. Oops. And 2 like that, 2 like that. Five. And it's off. Anyway, not that big of a deal again. Doesn't have to be exactly perfectly lined up. You know what? I'm lying. It needs to be exactly perfectly lined up. Otherwise, it's gonna bug me for all time. For eternity, I should be saying. That. Why aren't you lined up? Good enough. It's just some markers. It's not really that important. Now this path here would go, so I said I'd put like a tavern here, so it's just gonna go around and reach the other side here, and it's also gonna branch out to go to that part of the village as well. Here and here we're gonna have the inn, which could be like on 2 levels, like that. Like it just goes down to here. There's the second, like it's a, here's the second floor on top here. It's gonna need to be bigger than that. In which direction though? Yeah, that's a good starting point. Perfect. So good for this in here. So here maybe we could have like a more of a forest of well, a mushroom forest. Like that would be like behind the hen, maybe the hen, the inn. That's good. Okay. Now. I also mentioned we're gonna have a lighthouse out there, so and maybe remove those islands there. So that's kind of the plans that we have over that way. So mushroom fields now. I plan to have one back there, or more of a barn than a field. Yeah, we're gonna need to have like another kind of community building here for like the stuff that they would be selling to the outsiders. Maybe. So this little hill here is annoying a bit, so let's just tear it down a bit, just lower it. Yeah, the sound of breaking dirt in mycelium just at that rate is super annoying. Never realized that before. But yeah, okay. So this could be some kind of a little warehouse for the fish that they're gonna export. It needs to be bigger than that. I'll try and make it not a rectangle. And have a bit that sticks out from about where I am here. So let's remove this mushroom. It could go further out a bit. Something like that. Yeah, okay. Perfect. Perfect. So, it's starting to take shape. I like that. I really do. Actually, this path here is more gonna go more directly towards the warehouse here, and there's gonna be a more direct path from the warehouse to this beach here. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. So, what else do we have? Here we could have a little mushroom farm somewhere back here. Not sure why I directly went for something diagonal. Maybe I just want to give myself more challenges than I should. So like that and that. It's gonna need to be a bit bigger. Do you think mushrooms should eat mycelium or they should eat something else? Maybe they could eat mushrooms. That would make sense. Like they don't eat the mycelium itself, but they eat the mushrooms. That's kind of what would be maybe maintaining their weird appearance. Okay, yeah. We got some pretty cool stuff planned so far. We're probably gonna have more houses everywhere. Like maybe here. Oops. What? Okay. Something here. Another one here. I'm thinking like sinkholes like this one here, and maybe the other one that we're gonna have here could be like different than just the cracks with the fog effect, and maybe more like water with smoke that comes out from it. I'm thinking of like add that to the landscape of the place, or the geology of the place. I'm thinking of adding stuff like that, maybe. Where else could we put another house? Could be one here. And yeah, we're gonna need a bit more houses everywhere. So here would be a good spot for one. Then the path would branch out here, connect with that one over there. It's starting to take shape. That is great. There's also going to be another path coming here. Yeah, perfect. And one that's gonna reach the little mushroom field back there. Up here, there we go. Okay. So you can go there. This is kind of a community area there. Gonna have a few more houses dotted around the place. So like two here, another one here maybe, another one here, and one here. Yeah, perfect. Back here would be more natural, more mushrooms, and back here as well. And out here, what would there be out here? Well, there could be some lumberjacks as well, or maybe not lumberjacks, but mushroom jacks. Wait, that sounded like not what I was trying to say. But yeah, people that will go out and harvest mushrooms, so we could have another building here. Gonna remove the mushroom because it's in the way. But yeah, like another building back here. And yeah, like there could be a big mushroom forest around here, so they would like go out and gather these mushrooms and the mushroom parts and use them for whatever needs they could have. So this is where this little path could lead. Like that. And it's gonna lead into the forest. Okay, okay. Excellent, excellent. So gonna remove this weirdly bright sugar cane. It was kind of hurting my eyes how bright it was. There we go. And yeah, I'm gonna make this cliff a bit more steep, so we could remove a few blocks here. Oops. Actually, I'm doing all that. It doesn't even look like I would like it to look. I want to. I'd much rather have just a flat, not flat, but like a piece of surface of mycelium that sticks out with the cliff underneath that, made out of stone. So I can clean this up. Just gonna make, you know, one of those cliffs that has the dirt on top that kind of sticks out and, or droops down in front of it. I'm not sure if I'm saying something that makes sense and that means what I want to say, but you probably know the type of cliff that many people have been doing lately. I'm gonna need some water because that bit's annoying. There we go. Something like that. And now we can extend the mycelium on top of that to make a cool looking cliff. Oops. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That is the kind of cliff that I want to have out here.
Sorry, I'm not talking too much right now. I'm a bit
to focus on that cliff, which now looks absolutely ugly. We need something that sticks out from here. Something like that. And yeah, that looks okay. I'm gonna make this hole a bit bigger. Yeah, perfect. And it's gonna reach out up to here. Okay. Can't place blocks anymore. Okay, perfect. So that is going to affect the position of the town hall type of building that I plan to put up there, because I want to have this path here be right on the cliff side here, so it's probably gonna pull it this way a bit, though it could just make it longer. That could work as well. So let's just fill this. Fun thing when you're working on the Mushroom Island is you can just cover holes like that. Don't have to worry about the light or anything like that. It will take care of itself because there's no mobs that are gonna spawn here and eat your villagers. That's always a fun thing to not to worry about. So like that, like that. I don't like this part here. Oops. No, that's too symmetric. that's okay. I don't really need to worry too much about things like that. I really tend to look too much at each and every little block, how it's placed, and yeah, I don't really need to pay that much attention to everything. But here we can have it like that, like so, and now the cliff is just gonna turn into a little slope here. Excellent. Excellent. Now we can extend it that way. Oh, there's just one thing that's a bit annoying. If I do that, I'll constantly be changing it. Yeah. I know, yes. That's kind of where at some point I kind of let go and accept that it's not going to be perfect. And that's just perfect like that. Okay. Nah. It was okay like that. Okay. So it's one thing that I really try to avoid. It's a bit harder to avoid when I'm just building the whole thing one shot without really thinking about it, but just having a bit more height variation everywhere. So having this spot be a bit taller than this one, maybe we could have it be just a bit lower here, like that. Perfect. Well, no, not perfect. Not perfect at all. I don't like it anymore. Ah, what's wrong? What's happening with this part? Nah, that's good. That's good enough. And here it could go one block higher, so we're gonna have this face here. Here, and maybe even here, go even one block higher than that. Gonna remove this mushroom. Oops. Fill from where I am to let's see, 8 blocks. Oops. 8 minus 4 and 4 up. There, replace mushroom stem. There we go. And oops, I need to remove that. Red mushroom block. Perfect. Now that I've broken one, using the fill command. It's still in chat, so I could still use it if there's more that I want to break. Could reach back here. I think it's, yeah, it's just gonna end there, like that. Okay, yeah, this glyph's gonna need to be changed a bit because it was a bit bland and boring. Like that. Now we can cover it with mycelium. Oh wait, no. I'm prepared for that. Brown mushroom. There we go. Wait, 41? Did I break too many? Not that big of a deal. It's not a big problem. Actually, no, that little bit is going to be a bit shorter. And this one's going to be longer. Since it's like super far from the cliff, like not much material would really be able to hold on. So I'm going to make it like that. Nope. That. Okay. And here it's gonna go one block lower. Like that. Okay. Yeah. Just have to fill in that part here. I do not like this square. I like that even less. Why does everything look ugly? That's gonna need to be changed a bit. Okay. That is good enough. Probably gonna change a few things here and there. Probably gonna add maybe a few stairs and slabs to make the shape look a bit better. Maybe remove these 2 blocks. Yeah, makes it a lot better. But yeah, so far that's good enough for this cliff. Probably gonna, as I said, change the palette a bit, add some patches of andesite, maybe some tuff. You like those 2 blocks? Well, I'm sorry, they had to go. I'm sorry. They were, yeah, they were being mean to me. You didn't hear it, they whispered it in my ear. Oops, sorry, got the hiccups. But yeah, they were mean. It's important that you know why these 2 blocks had to go. It's important to me that you understand why I do things. I'm sorry, I don't know where I'm going with that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, cliff looks good. We have this little beach part here. Like that. Excellent. Cliff looks awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. It's a bit annoying because for something like that, if it had been built with grass, I would have used moss also, but I cannot right now. What block did I decide for underwater? I'm still thinking I'm gonna use. Well, that's the little patch that I made, so I might just use red sand. It was one of my first choices, and I think it will work with, as we mentioned earlier, with patches of magma, and if we connect it kind of randomly with dirt on the side here, I think we can manage to make something that looks cool. Red sand looks good. Yes, thank you. Thank you. So yeah, I think I'm gonna work a bit on the cliff. Maybe for another 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes maybe. So here /fill. Let's say 15 minus 15 minus 8. Let's say. Red sand. Replace sand. Okay. Oops. Or maybe I could just replace. Let's just see. If we replace the gravel and the clay. What's that? Oh, it's clay. It was just too far away. That doesn't look bad. Just bigger patches of sand, of dirt within the red sand. I think it looks interesting. Let's add magma and campfire and hay. You're interested. I don't remember what I said that would make you interested. I don't understand. Dirt looks interesting. You're not dirt. Why would you say that? Why? Come on. Bad dev. So I don't like that shape. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool that it does. It's a bit weird because the particle won't generate underwater. Well, if you're underwater, you will only see it underwater. So we don't see the smoke above it, and we really see that it cuts. Like there's a clear line where the particle disappears. And here, it just appears from the water. But it's still a cool trick. I used it like in a swamp. It can also look super cool. In a swamp you make some kind of little pits in the dirt. Like you make a little hole and you put like soul sand or something like that at the bottom just to get this weird pit that's spitting out some what's the word I'm looking for? Smoke. Yes. Yeah. No, it's a fun trick. Particles are cool. They're a cool thing to play with. Although, now that I think of it, there's gonna be a dock here. By the way, what's the difference between a dock and a pier? Can anyone like enlighten me with that? If there is one. Like I think I know kind of what it is, but I'm not totally sure. Oops, no. That. So here it could stick out like that and maybe have a few other parts go from the side. Ducks are English. Yeah, no, it's not the same word in French, and also it's for like a stone, so it's not not exactly the same thing. Wouldn't really work as a duck. But yeah, you don't know the difference between a duck and a pier. It's alright, it's alright. I won't hold it against you. Okay, duck and pier are the same. Human-made structures extending into the water from the shoreline. It's also synonymous with wharf or quay. Oh, I thought wharf was more like the area, like a kind of a port. Pier is a narrow structure that extends into the water. Yeah. Oh, that's I didn't know they were the same. I'd been using them interchangeably, thinking I was making a mistake. But it's good to know that I wasn't really making a mistake. Oh, yeah, so it's the functionality basically. So the duck is like bigger and it's not just about getting into the ship or like tying your ship. It has more functionality, is what I'm getting from this. Thank you, Dev, being my official English language. I'm not sure what that role would be. Expert. Just let's use the right words. My official English expert. What Google says. Well, thank you, Dev, for asking Google. Your official French language expert. Yeah, but you don't necessarily need all that much French expertise, as far as I know. I think I'm gonna raise this by 1 block. This part here, just so that the pier connects. Yeah, connects. Just so that the pier connects. I don't know what order these sounds should go in. Connects. Yeah. Like at that height instead of under. Like at exactly the same height as the water. So funny thing happened at work today. I have a new student in my class, and she comes from the integration program. I'm not sure how it would be called in English, but like the program of migrant students that aren't like immediately integrated into regular classrooms or regular groups. And my student, my new student, she has. She doesn't speak French yet they decided to integrate her into my class, like just math, I think science as well, so she has like math and science, and yeah, in my group, and she doesn't speak a word of French, so she speaks Spanish, and even like the teacher that was taking care of her like spoke to her in Spanish. And I don't speak a word of Spanish, so gonna be fun. Not sure exactly how we're gonna deal with that, but yeah, it's a unusual situation. One more thing that I didn't expect about this job, but you know, it's just stuff I have to deal with, I guess. Like I would have expected to Like, I would have expected her to know at least a bit, just enough to get by, but nope. When the teacher starts speaking to her in Spanish, I was a bit not worried, but like just I just let go, and yeah, that's what we're gonna have to deal with now. I mean, she's gonna learn French quite quickly because she has multiple classes. As I said, she's integrated, I think, in math and science. So it means all of her other classes on her schedule are gonna be like French second language classes, I guess. But still, she just completely skipped the integration program. Completely. Yeah. Frustrating. Well, at this point, it's not frustrating. It's just, yeah, whatever. I don't want to be like, I'm not whatevering like her and her experience. It's just my experience is just, well, okay, just one more thing. What can I say? And there's another student who, like, I'm pretty sure he speaks fluent Spanish, and everyone kept saying he speaks Spanish, so he could help, but he kept saying he couldn't help and he didn't speak Spanish. And I totally understand why he would he would react like that. Like, he doesn't want to become the interpreter. A lot of one more thing. Yep, it does. It really does. It really does. Like, I already had a few students that struggled with French, and it's totally understandable, totally okay, but I had never realized that they could just integrate in my class someone who doesn't speak a word of the language in which the class is being given. But luckily, her English is good, so she can, at least we can communicate in English, at least a little. Wait, no, this one shouldn't be. That with, yeah, that works. How should I deal with that? That won't work. Should I just make them just 3 blocks apart? No, 3 blocks apart won't work. Like that? Yeah, whatever. That works, that works. However, like beyond that point, should we have pillars like this everywhere? Or maybe we could just have like kind of a floating dock? Like that? Would that work? Does that look good? Does that make sense? No, it does not. Let's forget I ever thought of that. Who gave me that idea? That was a bad idea. Whoever gave it to me. So here we could have another one, though I don't really like how it goes down here. I think it should go down like with a stair block. That's spruce. Oops. Does that make more sense? What if, nope, that, we just make it like that. Yeah, that's good. That is good. Now we can put this here, So, 1, 2, 3, here. Are they too close together? Yeah, they definitely are. Dang it! Who let me build one here? No one warned me. Can't believe that. I cannot believe you all let me do that. Unbelievable. You monster. Okay, I should stop that now. So let's extend this one out here. Like so. And that also like that. Perfect. Now we can put this here, this here. And they're gonna go a bit further out than that. Oops, that, and here. Perfect. And this here. This. Hey. Okay. These blocks do not want to cooperate. So annoying. That's good. That's perfect. One thing, though, that I just realized. We're gonna need to change a bit. So I'm thinking maybe just that small part here into different color using the nether type of wood, just again to fit in more with the history of the place. Like they had to extend it and they didn't have any more wood, so they had to use whatever they had at the time. But, however, it's gonna be a project for a future episode because I'm getting a bit tired. I kind of keep stopping my whatever I'm saying. I keep not talking all the time because I don't know. I'm just too tired to actually think of things to say. So we're gonna end things like that for today. I hope you're not too sad about that. But yeah, that's life. Sorry. So I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you so much for watching, for joining me, everyone who came in here at one point or another, or for however long you stayed or short you stayed. I always appreciate it. So thank you so much for joining me today, and have a fantastic evening. Bye bye.